After starting to act strange with Felicia and humiliating the Hobgoblin by unmasking him, Spider-Man decided to visit Reed and make him run a test on the symbiote to see what's going on. Reed basically tells him that the suit is alive and that's why he wants him to remove it immediately so that he can examine it further, which Peter quickly refuses as he breaks Reed's arm, telling him that he knows a greedy scientist when he sees one, and leaves to rest at May's place, only for Hobgoblin to crash through the building, telling Spidey that he ruined the game by unmasking him, forcing Peter to humiliate him once again. However, when he looked back, it was too late to save May, especially with the suit resisting the fire, which ultimately resulted in Pete finishing the Goblin once and for all. He then sees an article exposing his murder, which instantly makes him pull up on Jonah, smashing his hand, threatening that he'll come back for the other hand if another word about him is published. MJ was really worried about him, but he just expressed that he's finally willing to make the tough decisions, as he then goes out and coincidentally gets run into by Scorpion and Shocker, who he also ends up killing. He takes their remains and pulls up on Fisk, who begins yapping about how Peter has no family left and therefore gets Spidey's fist right through his face. A few villains team up with Jonah to send Beetle out and lure Spider-Man in, only to find him killed moments later, as Peter shows up and starts to choke them and punch them one by one, telling Eddie Brock that he doesn't even know who he is. And although Kraven and Jonah almost managed to kill him by burning his suit, Jonah decided to save him when he saw that it's Peter and drove him back home. And so with the cops surrounding his home, Peter takes MJ and figures that he should visit Reed, only to see that the symbiote had already gotten to him. Peter was so disappointed in himself, but nonetheless went to the Avengers, revealing that the suit wants him, only for Johnny to lash out on him, reminding him that he could have just listened to Reed. Peter promises Cap not to let it control him before heading into the Baxter building to fight the infected Ben, only for Reed to activate his plan, spreading the symbiote out, ultimately infecting the Avengers with it. And while the Avengers fought Johnny and Sue, Peter snuck into Reed's lab and eventually came out, promising the symbiote to bond with it if it leaves everyone else, which it agrees to, as it leaves Reed killing him and chases Peter to bond with him, only to find out that it is Johnny using an image inducer to look like Peter, as he then screams "Flame on" and kills it.